Hey Taurus, welcome to your September reading. I have already laid out the cards. I got a phone call to interrupt just before I started the reading, so I'm going to record again. So this is kind of September. I'm drawn to doing kind of like relationship love readings. So how I'm reading this in this first column as I begin, this is like your energy in this. We have this start. The first card is kind of amazing. It's a really good one. New beginnings and a fresh start. I feel like many of us Taurus have literally got a clean slate here in terms of love. Again, the energy is all about love. Maybe it's because Venus is retrograding and we also have Mercury in retrograde at the minute. Those two planets retrograding at the same time, to me, is really amplifying relationships ending and beginning and mending and growing, all that kind of energy. So for many of us Taurus, I feel like it's actually a very kind of clean slate. Now, I feel like this is true for everybody, but for some of you, you're already in relationships. This clean slate is literally, you may have gone through a dynamic that's broken your heart, made you realize you need to see things differently, or made you realize that you need to put more sparks back into your relationship. Could be any of those things. It could be something different that I haven't said. But the idea is that you have this kind of fresh slate here, sorry. It's kind of like a new chapter card with this one. I am being distracted by her. She is feeling quite powerful in this position. Now, I do feel like we need to touch on that when we begin new beginnings. That means we've been through a tower moment. Definitely feeling that for us Taurus, that this has been really real for us, especially in matters of the heart. Now, matters of the heart generally is just everything that we value. Now, being a Taurus, being ruled by Venus, this is literally everything in our lives, everything in terms of who we are, what we love and enjoy. I feel like it comes from a heart space. I hope you could hear me. I realized my mic was quite far away. I do feel like we are rising above what we thought we wanted and going for what we actually want now, which is really cool. I do feel like you are feeling this need to be guarded and protected. This card was in reverse, so you could be feeling very, very vulnerable with these new beginnings. However, you are guarded and protected through this. This is a journey that you have to take because, again, you are breaking down and getting rid of what just is not in alignment with you. And I feel like you're taking no prisoners with this. Like, I am not putting up with this. I need changes. I need to have what I need in my life, right? Your sword is out. You're ready for battle, but I don't feel like it's you fighting as though you have to fight for what's yours. This is you literally just putting up your guard and being like, if you are not able to stand by my side, you're at the other end of my blade, which means you need to cut, snip, snip, bye. That kind of energy with this. And I'm loving this. This is ruthless a little bit, but this is the energy that we're stepping into. And I think it's because we've literally had enough of that tower. Like, that tower broke me. I'm down to the foundations now, and I'm about to rise back up. So you're coming with me or you're going? Your home is protected by angels. I need this card personally. It basically essentially says that everything will be okay and that your fundamental values are protected and everything is being guarded. Again, these two cards together is saying that it's being guarded, it's being looked after, you're on the right path. It's literally all of these cards really is signifying that you're in the right direction. And I definitely get this sense of you looking and assessing the things, which again is your fundamental values. Sorry, I'm leaning on this little table that I have on my bed. Improvising with my space. This second column is literally love relationships, what energy we're working with here. Write about your thoughts and feelings. This card is about getting out of your head in terms of relationships. I do feel like communication is key here for you. We are in Mercury retrograde, and I feel as though really it's not about talking, it's about getting the thoughts out of your own head. So this could be why writing them down just personally for yourself can get you out of your head a little bit, instead of, again, talking at somebody. I feel like really, in terms of relationship, another person knows the deal, but you need to be on board with your deal, exactly what you want. And this is not about communicating with anyone else other than yourself during this time in regards to relationships. Decide to be happy now. Stop thinking in the future that's when things will fall into place. It's about making it happen now. It's time to focus on love and relationships right now. Is a really good thing for us, Taurus. I do feel like it's very vulnerable time for us. And I think that, again, we have these tower moments in terms of things that matter to us from the heart, and relationships being just that. It's about being kind to yourself. And this column to me is saying, in terms of relationships, you need to take care of you. I'm saying decide to be happy now, choose the joy in these moments. And make sure that you are hearing yourself. You are hearing yourself loud and clear about what you want and what you're not getting, or what you are getting, or what you do need to be getting. And then trust in that. And then give yourself a little bit of self-love. I do feel like in terms of relationship, the focus needs to be on you and what you need during this time. It very much feels as though this is scary. Like maybe you've always put someone else. As a Taurus myself, I always, even though I go from my heart and I fall deep and I fall fast, but I then all of a sudden like they become the most important thing rather than me being the important thing in this relationship. So for example, then if we're going to go anywhere, it's wherever you want to go. I'm happy to go wherever you want to go because I want them to be happy. I want them to be eating what they want to eat because I can find something I like there, right? I can adapt. And I'm always adapting for people I love and not actually thinking, oh, not putting myself first, not putting myself out there, not going for what I want, and not letting the other person experience it really to the true capacity me, because I'm allowing them to experience themselves. There's a balance here, and I think that it is time to create a better balance here for us Taurus, and it definitely feels resonating with what I'm saying about add a little bit more of yourself to the relationship. I do think when I get into relationships, I'm going to touch on my personal story to resonate again with this. When I go into relationships, for some reason, like the partner will kind of put it as though, they already gain a lot in terms of the prize. I'm very affectionate. I can be very passionate. I shower them with loves. They know I'm attracted to them. They know that I love them. They know that I want to spend time with them. My love language is literally quality time. There's no doubts that the person that I am with, that I don't love them when I'm really, really in, especially in the beginning of relationships, right? In return, often I'm left feeling very insecure because I put all of that in straight off on the bat. I'm all in straight away, which means in return, like a lot of other people don't love in the same way. And then so the reverse is that I'm that focused on making sure that they know that, because it's just naturally how I love, that it's not, it's often then the imbalance there of, at some point, there's going to come to this point where you're like, hang on, I've been liking that, I have what's the reverse? But it's usually too late by that point. I'm in this relationship, like what, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, or I'm pregnant, I'm getting married, or I'm married. It's too late, right? I'm trying to work on that myself. And I feel like Taurus, the reason I'm telling you this story from my personal perspective is that I feel like for you, it could be very similar adapted version of, again, just going all in and not receiving the same in return. And it's about making sure that you do now. Now, if you're already in relationships, it's about really not leaving this person for a new one if they are your person. It's not about that. It might be, that's your story, but it's about making sure that, again, you are seen and heard in this, and it's never too late to adapt a relationship to be more balanced. But both parties need to want that, and that's when it comes to make or break. And that's what Venus in retrograde does. For us, Taurus specifically, it makes us realize, are you going to step up to the ball or not? Finally, potential outcomes. Pay attention to your dreams. This to me is saying, as long as you're following your dreams, your potential outcome is that your dreams will come true. Also, vivid dreams, pay attention to them. During this time, there is a lot of connectivity coming through in our sleep. Taurus, I think like for us specifically, we're a sign that could very much have a lot of people who are Taurus, who their visions and that come through in dreams. So again, if someone is coming into your dreams quite a lot and they're a big focus for you, it could be indicating that they are someone special to you. So if you're looking for a relationship, I would say pay attention to where your dreams are going to go or going. That's going to give you some insight into whether or not you want to be with them or not. And again, I think the quality of the dream will reveal that to you as well. However, I am feeling that the outcome card for this is that the potential outcome for this is, it's like you will get what you desire, providing you pay attention to you and make sure you are in this. The reason why I was hesitant on that, I'm really drawn to his chest. I was just trying to interpret what this was meaning for me, for you guys. And I think it really is saying like our heart center is really what should be ruling us during this time. I mean, typically I feel like it does, but we also have, I'm getting this kind of need or want and desire for things to be logical, and it's not a time for logic. It's time for really truly taking risks and being fearless in terms of wants, desires, goals, aspirations, all those things. Energy healing work's definitely a time to be working on through the things, matters of the heart that is a trauma for us. Makes total sense in my life. I would say that trusting your intuition and trusting what feels good for you. If it makes you feel bad, it's not for you. If it makes me feel good, then it's a good indication that you're on the right track. That is literally what I'm getting with this card. I feel like if you are wondering, having questions, is this making me feel good? No, it's not. Okay. That's a starting point. You're on the right path. This is awesome. I'm loving it. Okay, so I'm going to start again from the top. Pay attention to your dreams. Energy, healing work. You're on the right path. So it's all about working on yourself and your own desires. Again, I will touch on what I have touched on for the last year or so, that Uranus is in Taurus, and this is all about really independence and going towards what independence in the area of values to us. It's amplified for us. It's in our sign, right? It's about getting in alignment with what is alignment for our heart desires, our love, our joy, and it starts with relationships. You are on the right path to, again, either meeting somebody or with the person that you're with. It's on the right path. To me, this is saying that there is a favorable outcome. Keep going in the desires that make sense to you and only you. Don't be kind of, and again, like I said before, don't be putting the values or the desires of your person before your own if it's not in alignment with who you are. Stay true to you and stay true to what you want. I feel like it's for them to come in alignment with you or to step away. That is definitely the energy for us. It's like, be yourself, be true to you, and what's meant for you is going to step up and align with you, or it's going to leave you so you can align with so whatever is meant for you can align with you, sorry, because it's aligning with you, you're not aligning with it, and that is the philosophy that I kind of want you to live by, Taurus. It's aligning with you, or it's off, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, head over to TikTok. There is a reading on there. It's universal, everybody. But it is very much love relationships. It might be relevant for you if you feel the need to pop over there. I may do a few more this month, depending on time. I should be moving or homeless by the end of this month of September. So I don't know how this is going to look or if I'll be here next month, but I hope to figure it out. Thank you guys for your support. See you.